Hi guys, it's Joy with HA Novel Thoughts, and I am here today to give you a rundown on romantic comedies in Kindle Unlimited. This list is rather lengthy, so I'm going to try not to give you too much of a description for each one, otherwise we could be here all day. The first one I have on my list is The Fox and the Hound by R.S. Gray. Madeline is a hot mess and Adam is a veterinarian, and their meet cute before they officially meet is just so cute, y'all. It basically sealed the deal, or kicked the book off, right? Not necessarily sealed the deal, but if you haven't ever read R.S. Gray, she is definitely a must-read Kindle Limited author. And she's the next on my list as well with The Fortunate Ones. It's an opposites attract romance with a rich hero, and our heroine is a waitress at a country club, and that's where they meet, and things are a little forbidden, and it's fun and hilarious and sexy. So you'll definitely want to pick that one up. The next ones on the list are actually ones I talked about on my Kindle Limited series recommendations, and that's Let's Get Textual. I want to text you up, and the rest of the texting books by Tegan Hunter. Those have some of the best banter, the best text messages and emails that I've ever read in a book, and they will hook you from the beginning, plus baby goats. Then I have Hooked by Carla Sorensen and Whitney Barbetti, and this book is not something you should try yourself. It's ridiculous and over the top, and it's once again opposites attract. I'm pretty sure it's a cop and a girl who, no, they met at community service. No, she's a cop. He's a cop. Huh. I should probably have researched this more than before I decided, hey, let's record this video. I still don't know. I read the thing. Either way, they meet at a court-mandated community service, and then she tries to rob him to pay off her dealer, her drug dealer. Oh, he's a billionaire. There you go, an eccentric billionaire. Basically, it's hilarious, and I'm not doing this book justice, but if you're looking for a funny book, definitely check this one out. I mean, just like every book on this list, because they're all romantic comedies. Y'all, seriously, it's a Monday on a Tuesday, but you're gonna be watching this on a Thursday. If you watch the day it's on. Whatever. Then I have Bashful by Lo Brenhoff. I'm sure I'm butchering her name. But this one is about a girl who is in love with her best friend, but she thinks he's gay. That's the moral of that story. It's funny. There's lots of witty one-liners that I really liked. So if you like books where she thinks she's in love with a guy she can't have, this is for you. Then I have Accidental Man Whore by Catherine Stevens. This book is hilarious. The guy becomes a male prostitute without even realizing that he's a male prostitute. He's sleeping with these women, and basically somehow he's just not the brightest bulb, you know? He didn't realize that he had actually that he was actually getting paid for sex. He thought that he was getting paid to take them out, and he was just having sex with them for fun, but then he realized that he'd get in trouble if he didn't have sex with them, and he met this other girl, and it's great, and it's funny. If you've never read any Catherine Stevens books, you should. Then the next one is Ballpeen Hammer, which I also talked about this in my Kindle Limited series recommendations, and Ballpeen Hammer, Keen Morgan is the youngest Morgan brother, and he's a stripper. No, he's not the youngest, second youngest. Anyway, irrelevant. Strike that from the record. Keen Morgan is a stripper, and he meets Maddie Milliken, and they are perfect for each other. She starts filming him because she does documentaries, and they make their own little YouTube channel, and it's basically perfection and one of the most epic proposals I've ever read. Then I have Crank by Adriana Locke. This one is another opposites attract. He's blue collar, she's white collar, and they meet in a small town. He's a mechanic, and it's a very push and pull, hate to love, and it's hilarious and it's cute, and you're gonna love it, and you're probably gonna love his cousin so much. And that book's coming out soon, and I cannot wait. I think everyone is fighting over him. Then I have Being Broke by Emma Hart. This one is a best friends to lovers. She doesn't realize that he's in love with her, but she's in love with him. And then once they figure it out, it's all game on, baby. It's one of those things where every time he starts to date a girl, she basically runs them off, because she doesn't necessarily run them off, but they get intimidated by their relationship, and they're like, oh, well, y'all are in love with each other. Like, oh no, we're just friends. Psych, they're not just friends. Even though they think they are. They're not. They're more. I have Delivery Girl by Lily Kate. This is her, or was her debut novel, and she's the pizza delivery girl. He's a hockey player, and I cannot remember much about it, but I remember there's this line about cake, and it's so cute. And he's like, I'm gonna pretend date the crap out of you or something, and it's just so cute. And I know that line's been used before, but I love it. Then you have Catching Carly by Emma Hart, which is actually Brooke's best friend from Being Brooke. Easy for me to say. But Carly is Brooke's other best friend, and she is in love with Brooke's brother, but they hate each other, but they love each other. You know, there's a fine line between love and hate. How about that? That one's also fun. It's hilarious, and Carly is quirky as can be. Quirky Carly. Then I have Just a Little Junk by Stylo Fantôme. I don't know. Anyway, this one is basically a cozy mystery on drugs. They are out partying all night, and they realize, oh my gosh, there's a dead body in my trunk. Where did it come from? So they're basically trying to figure out where this dead body came from, and they realize also that they love each other, and they were friends, but now they are more than friends. I feel like I'm making these books sound really dumb, but I swear I've read them and loved them. Then I have Awkward by Lily Kate, another one by her. This one is your nerdy hero with your cooler, chicer heroine, and she does like a makeover on him, and she realizes that she doesn't want to help him find dates. She wants him for herself. Then I have I Don't by Andrea Johnson. This is a second chance-ish romance. She was going to get married, but she decided not to get married, and she had run into a guy that she went to high school with at her bachelorette party, I believe, and they end up getting together after she decided she doesn't want to marry him. And let me just tell you, this man, he is a stripper, by the way, and he is fine as censored. Stay With Me by Amy Dawes. This one is, you've probably heard of it. If not, it's based on her. She was writing a story at a tire shop, and that is the whole premise of this. The author is writing at a tire store, sneaking in the back door, drinking their coffee, and she falls in love with a mechanic, which that did not happen in real life, but it did in the book. And so she has a pen name, and she never told him her real name, so that's all the big drama. But it's pretty cute, really good. If you followed all the tire stuff, you will definitely want to check this out. I have another R.S. Gray one, and this is Make Me Bad. It's kind of friends to lovers. The little town goody two-shoes wants to be bad, and so she gets the bad boy of town to help her become bad. And by bad, I mean skinny dipping in the ocean and getting a tattoo. It's really cute. Her dad hates him, but that just makes him even more enticing, because who doesn't like to say, whatever, Dad, right? Then we have Boyfriend Maintenance by Lauren Helms. In this one, she is rich, but she doesn't want anyone to know she's rich. And she's asked the maintenance man to be her fake date, I believe to her sister's wedding or birthday party or something. But it's really fun. I love opposites attract, obviously, because there's several on this list. But anyway, he's like, I don't like rich people, and she's rich, blah, blah, blah. But she doesn't really act like she has money because she doesn't want her parents' money. She wants to earn it on her own, baby. That's right, girl. She has a skee ball table or machine at her house, and her friend was sneaking it upstairs, but she didn't know that's what it was. And they were talking about the skee balls, and she just overheard that conversation, and you want to read that. Then we have Marry Me by Alexandria Bishop, and this one, although I did put on a romantic comedy, is also fairly angsty. She's been in love with her brother's best friend for years, and she's let him know, he's known, he's all, no, we can't do that, that's my best friend, blah, 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 you're too young, blah, 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 blah. There's always an excuse, but she's always had a thing for him. So they finally hook up, and she disappears. She decided she was going to Europe, so they hooked up right before. So she goes to Europe, she comes back, and guess what, y'all? She's engaged. And he's like, time out. No, I want you. You can't marry him. So, bing, bang, boom. He sweeps her off her feet, and she decides to leave the man. Not quite at the altar, but she said, no, I'm going with him. Then we have all the books in the Red Lipstick Coalition by Stacey Hart. These are 4 standalone, interconnected standalones. You can read them out of order because I somehow managed to skip the 3rd book because of time constraints. But I read the 4th with no problem. Each are very different. Each of the girls are quirky and a little bit on the nerdy side, a little bit of an outcast, and it's really kind of women's fiction as they grow into themselves and figure out who they are as they go. It's really cute. All of them are different, and you will probably find one to relate to. And finally, the last book on my list is The Perfect Verse by Maya Hughes. This book is a college romance, a college sports romance. I've heard it both ways. Anyway, so the hero is supposed to be going to meet a lady to help him with his appearance with media and all that. And he accidentally sits down at the table with this girl who is actually hosting interviews for people to take her virginity. So the questions he was being asked had nothing to do with what he thought he was doing, and he's just really confused. But then he realizes that he doesn't want anyone else to take her virginity. He wants that to be him. Him. So it's really funny and it's cute, and they become good friends to lovers to so much more, and I just loved it, y'all. Loved it. I will be back next week with another Kindle Unlimited list for you. In the meantime, make sure you check out my other videos and follow me on Instagram at HEANovelthoughts.com. Have a great day.